See, I'm gonna give y'all some insight on why Ayesha Curry keep on disrespecting Steph Curry. There's an astrological reason why this keeps happening. You see, Steph Curry is a Cancer Ascendant and the Nakshatra Pushya. The reason why I love Vedic astrology is because Vedic astrology has ancient stories that constantly come back up and repeat itself in the future. So history is constantly repeating itself, as you guys know. So I wanted to make this video to just help inform those that have Pushya in their chart, whether if it's your sun sign, it's your moon sign, it's your ascendant, it's the highest degree planet that's in your chart, or maybe it just has a lot of influence on your overall chart. So the story goes like this. There was a priest, right? And he was very devoted, he was disciplined, he was structured. He always focused on his purpose, which was being a true teacher for the gods. He was very spiritual and focused a lot on spiritual practices and his duties as a priest. Now, this priest had a very beautiful wife. I mean, she was stunning, she was gorgeous. And not only was she gorgeous, she was intelligent. But since the priest was so focused on his purpose in life, being a teacher of the gods, he rarely showed his wife any affection. He never really told her that he loves her. He didn't really do any lovey-dovey romantic shit that a lot of women who are married would want. Bottom line, he didn't show her any attention. So to make a long story short, his wife ended up meeting another man. And in this story, it was the moon god. And the moon god was very charming. He was expressive. He loved to show his feelings. He loved to show her attention. He was a poet. He was poetic. So eventually the priest's wife fell in love with the moon god and she left her husband for him. Eventually the priest found out, and there was a lot of uproar within the cosmos between angels, demons, etc. Eventually it got to the creator god, Brahman. And Brahman instructed the priest's wife to leave the moon god and to go back to her husband. But at that point, it was already too late because she informed everybody that she was pregnant with the moon god's child. So the child was born, and the child is actually the planet Mercury. Planet Mercury is the child. And when Mercury was born, the priest claimed he was the father of Mercury. The moon god claimed, no, I'm Mercury's father. So spiritually, because of this spiritual mess, the child developed attributes from both lineages. He got attributes from the priest and he got the attributes from the moon god. But emotionally, the child was fucked up and he was confused because of this love triangle dilemma that was the cause of his birth. So the karma that's associated with Pushya Nakshatra, because it's ruled by planet Saturn. Saturn is the planet of discipline, work, structure, etc., etc. People who have strong Saturn in their chart are hard workers. They're always focused on their work. They're always focused on their image, their careers, right? So the lesson for those that have strong Saturn in their chart, especially if you have Pushya in your chart, strong Pushya influence, is to have a nice balance between work life and home. You know, you don't want to work to the point that you are neglecting your wife, your children, etc., etc. So that's essentially what's happening with Steph Curry. Steph Curry is a man that has divine purpose. He's one of the best basketball players of all time. He's the best shooter of all time. So he has a lot of karma that he has to perform in this lifetime. He has a lot of duty that he has to perform in this lifetime. And sometimes he may be so focused on that duty that his wife, his beautiful wife, may feel like she's not getting that love and that affection that she's longing for. So that's why Ayesha Curry keeps on coming out and basically explaining why she feels this void inside of her relationship, even though she's married to the best shooter of all time, because she may feel that void because Steph Curry could just be mainly focused on his purpose, which as men, there's nothing wrong with that, but we must learn how to keep that balance. So this is a lesson for all men to just do your best to keep that balance between work life and family life. Also, with Steph Curry being a Pushya Ascendant, your Ascendant is basically the roadmap to your life. So this is the karma that Steph Curry has to deal with. Because he was born with this Ascendant, he has to deal with some type of karma in regards to his marriage and trying to find that balance. That is some of the karma that he's forced to deal with based upon the placement that he has in his chart, which is pretty much the manifestation of what he did in past lives. So that's the situation that's basically going on. I really thank God so much for giving me the ability to look at situations like this and truly understand the spiritual undertones behind it all. So that's what it is, man. I'm Marko Stats. I'm a hip hop astrologer. If you want to get a reading from me, feel free to contact me. Hit me up in the DMs. Message me. I can tell you what you're ascendant. I can read your chart and let you know certain things on where you're going in life. What are some challenges that you have in this life? What is your karma in this life? I can give you insights on your relationship, career, anything that you have. All right? So feel free to contact your boy. Until next time, love you guys. All right? Sweet.